Afternoon, everybody. I guess everybody is on board right now. This is GW. I am sitting here in my home office trying to figure out what to talk about. And I have to tell you that it is a surprisingly difficult decision every week as I do this. I really want to make it that people are interested and they want to listen to what I have to say. But if I have nothing to say, it just appears to me that why would anybody take the time? But we'll see. Now, today, though, I'm just going to tell you what has been spending a lot of my time here in the last couple weeks, and that is my yard. My yard. I mean, it's springtime here at the time that I'm making this. It's April, and that means that everything's turning green. All the grass is growing. Everything is done. All the spots that were killed over the winter time or had freeze killings or things like that. You go out there and you work on them. So I've been trying to get my grass in better shape. I've been trying to get my bushes in better shape. And that's when I discovered that the boxwoods, the Japanese boxwoods that I planted in the front of my yard last summer, in August last summer, which I agree was not the best time to plant them, but it's the time I did, and they were looking okay through the fall, and now though they have been diagnosed as having branch blight. Now, branch blight is kind of like having an incurable disease. You can control the symptoms of it a little bit, but it doesn't look like you can really get ahead of it very much. And you're going to continue to have problems. So I've gone out and I've thrown a lot of fungicide down, and we're going to see whether or not anything, tries to creep back. But I have a feeling that I'm going to have to undo everything that I did last summer and redo it. And I need to do that here pretty quick because it's going to start getting hot again pretty soon, and that's not the best time to be planting bushes. So just really frustrating. The other frustrating part is that despite my best efforts, the branch blight has worked its way other to the other boxwoods I have that are very mature. And as I look at that, they might have even started with them. So now I have to have the decision of what am I going to do? And I think part of that decision is I'm going to have to tear out a good many of my boxwoods and replant them because they now are going to have big gaps in there. Just really frustrating. And it's one of those things that when you live in a community where you have a homeowners association, you have to follow the rules. You have to do things within certain parameters that you're given. You're not allowed to just, oh, I'll just rip them up and just, we'll plant some flowers and everything will look nice. I mean, it has to be approved by the neighborhood of what you do, unless you replant the exact same bush that you had in there that died. Unfortunately, it died because it got sick with a fungus, which is now probably in the ground, and you're not going to be able to plant that particular type of plant there because it will be reinfected with the same fungus. There's just no way to immediately just eradicate the fungus in the ground. So really is a quandary as I do that. Now, I would like to think that I'm have a fair amount of experience. I mean, I'm 73 years old. I've had my own yard for the last 40, 50 years that I have been, doing with plants and working with and doing this. And this is really the first time that I've had this problem, and I'm not sure what has caused it. But whatever it is, I need to get rid of it. So this is just my frustration of the day. So I just kind of throw that out. That was what my week has been like. Obviously, I got a little animated here. By the way, folks, this was animated for me, and that's kind of interesting. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and I enjoyed getting to rant, and I enjoyed getting that off my chest, and I hope everybody has a blessed week, and we are going to do better next week. And that's the one thing that I really want to try to do every week is I want to do better. I want to make this podcast, this blog, it's interesting enough so that somebody actually listens to it. Hopefully they will. So you all have a good week. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to say you like this. Give me comments if you don't. Well, give me comments if you do too. But we'll see you next week. Thanks.